time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So it
breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
The Tigers are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Breaks the tackle. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The corners are walked up tight. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Klubnik. Flips it out on the screen.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. Turning it on. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There's no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Simpson. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A run for the quarterback. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
He makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They keep pushing forward now. Back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 28 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's the pressure. Falls in the deep ball. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone. They're in business here with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Second down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The short hands, it's Randall. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Smith. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Michigan offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Underwood. Finds his tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. This is a designed run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the move, it's Haynes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
To the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Clemson. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Haynes. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. All them baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Klubnik. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The give on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Klubnik. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson. Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 38. Seton Hill University, 20.
Ready, set. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He'll keep it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback keeps it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They want that clock to run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put